Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about this incredible comic book series, Descender. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about Descender, then stay tuned. Descender quickly became one of my favorite comic book series I have ever read, and I highly recommend it because it is just beautiful artwork with an incredible story. It is engrossing, it is world building, it is just everything you could hope for in a comic book. It transcends the medium, in my opinion. So essentially, Descender is in a universe where we are out in space. There are many races out there, but humanity is amongst them. And we have created robots that can help us in our everyday tasks. We've created even robots like our main character here, Tim21, who is a sentient robot. He is created to be a companion robot for a couple who had a young boy, but they lived in this colony where there weren't many other children, so they wanted a companion for their son, and that is where Tim21 comes in. But there are all sorts of robots, and they are essentially slaves to humanity. Something happens and everybody turns against the machines, and then there starts this culling of all of the machines, and humanity and all the other races that inhabit the universe start destroying machines, especially ones like Tim21, but really anything that can think for itself and can speak for itself that is a machine, they destroy it. So we are thrown into this world where at first, Tim21 was living this idyllic life with his brother whom he loves, but when we begin this story, he wakes up. And when he wakes up, everybody is gone. And he, just like us, is finding out what's happening in the world around him. And we're meeting all the incredible characters through his eyes and feeling everything with him, which is why I say emotions, emotions, emotions. That is what you will feel when reading this series. Along with Tim21, we have so many amazing characters. So let me flip the camera around so you can meet them and see a little bit more of the artwork that you will discover within the pages of Descender. Tim21 is our main character, and he's joined by many other amazing people, whether they be androids, other races, or other robots like this one, my absolute favorite, Bandit. Bandit is his almost like a dog-like robot that is his companion and was his brother's companion as well. And if anything bad happens to Bandit, I immediately cry. So that just goes to show you how wonderfully written this robot that essentially speaks in emojis, not in this picture, but in many others. He'll speak through emojis or just his like random little noises and barking. But yeah, Bandit and Tim21 are my favorite characters in the whole entire series. We also have this incredible character, Telsa. She is part of the human forces that are battling to essentially against the robots and to maybe find Tim21. I'm trying my best not to give spoilers here, but yeah, she's a really cool character. She evolves a lot throughout the story, as they all do. She comes in thinking one way, and maybe her thought process and what she does and the actions really evolve throughout as her moral compass changes. This is Andy. So this is Tim21's brother, whom he comes to be a companion for. And he was a very lonely little boy until Tim21 showed up, and then they became the bestest of friends. But after the Great War that essentially had humans pitted against machines, Andy grew up and changed. There is a big time jump that happens from when Tim21 is turned off and when he comes back into his consciousness and realizes what has happened in the world around him. And along the way, he meets up again with Andy. Andy is also joined. In this picture here, we can see Bandit again, but we can also see his ex-wife, Effie. Effie is a human, but she has sided with the robots, so she has decided to incorporate a lot of machinery into herself, and she really is against what humanity has done to robots in destroying them all, or trying to destroy them all, and is with them instead. The last character I want to introduce is Driller. So Driller is a robot, and as I mentioned, he is essentially just a workhorse. He is meant to drill in the mines in the planet where Tim 21 and his brother Andy are living with Andy's family and many other colony inhabitants. But Driller is a fascinating story in and of his own right. He is introduced to us and he just seems like this dumb big bot, but you find out what motivates him, what kind of fuels his anger, and also what fuels his regret as the story evolves. So Descender is written by Jeff Lemire with artwork by Dustin, Nguyen. And it is beautiful, I would say watercolor artwork that Dustin has created for this series. As of right now, Descender is actually completed. So there are 6 volumes in the series, which you can see here. And what's going to happen now is that the continuation of the story is going to be Ascender. So that's still to come in, I think January of 2019 is when they will release the next issues of that. So make sure to get your hands on Descender now before Ascender comes out. I even feel like one day this will be turned into a film series because it is just so beautiful, such incredible world that they have created that it is just ripe for somebody to turn this into a movie or a TV show, something, especially with the continuation into Ascender, which I'm sure is just going to continue to evolve the world. The very first volume looks like this, so go to your comic book shop as soon as you finish watching this video and look for this incredible volume. Or if you want to pick up the single issues, definitely do that as well. But if you're looking for the volume that has a good chunk of the story in it, then this is the cover you're looking for. Volume 2 looks like this. This is volume 3. This is a very interesting volume. I absolutely loved it. Then we get volume 4, as you can see here. This is volume 5. And then Descender itself, the series finishes up with volume 6. So I thought I would give you this little glimpse into Descender. I've introduced you to a couple of the characters and given you a very general gist of what's going on in this story. There is so much more to discover behind all of these pages. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that you go to your local comic book shop and you pick up Descender because you will not be disappointed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section, have you already read Descender? What did you think of it? And also, do you have any recommendations for other comic books I should check out? If you liked this video, then make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe for more comic book reviews and lots of other amazing and nerdy content. Check out my channel. I hope to see you in the next one. Love and Lumos always. Bye.